Welcome back, guys. Let's look at question 2. In a survey, a group of people were asked about the total distance they had traveled from their homes in the last week of December 2023. The data collected is presented in the frequency table and ogive I don't know how you guys want to call it. Yeah, ogive cumulative frequency curve below. Right, now let's have a look at question number 2.1.1. How many people participated in the survey? So this one is simple, guys. You just have to look at the maximum number here. You check how many people are there. So therefore this is clear. 400 people participated in this survey. Right, moving right along. 2.1.2, determine the value of A and B given in the table. So this, they want us to calculate these two values here. What can you do in this case? In this case, guys, simple and straightforward. You can come and read it out of the graph. So if you have a look at in this one, 50 is sitting there, and then he says 100, it's this value here, which is probably 30, and then 150 is this value here, which is 50, which indicate to us that therefore the value of A will be 50, and therefore at what 200 is here, the value of B will therefore be 100. So therefore here you will have 50, then here you would have 100. Okay, we're simply reading it from the ogive diagram. All right, and then 2.1.3, they said use the ogive table to estimate the number of people who traveled between 100 and 300 kilometers. So basically they want us to look for these people who traveled here at 100 and then also 300, just those that are in between. All right, so therefore what would you do in this case? In this case, you would also, let's say for an example, you come to your table, but they said what, use the ogive or the table. The simple one, guys, to use is the table. What you do, you just come here where there's 100 here, you look at your 100 which starts here, and then they said up until 300. So they are looking for these values that are there. So what would you do in this case? You would add this. Okay, so it's going to be 30 plus 50 plus 100 plus 80, which will give us a total of 260 thereof. All right, so here you are looking at 250, but that is if you got A and B correct. But let's say now you didn't manage to get A and B correct. What would you do? What you would do, you will come here and read out this value here. Okay, if you didn't get A and B, this value here, let's just estimate to say it's maybe 250 maybe 260 or 270. All right, let's say 270, and then minus this one here at 100, which we know that it is 30. So therefore this will give us, when you minus 30 there, you will get 250. Okay, and that's how you would deal with a question like this one. Okay, so now let's move on to 2.1.4. If all people who traveled more than 350 were removed from the survey, how will this affect the mean of the data? All right, so if people who traveled more than 350, it's going to be these two groups here. If you remove them, therefore the median, or what will happen to the median? This is the middlemost. So if you were to remove the last two, it's just last two numbers. So therefore that simply means the median would decrease. You can just write there, the median would decrease. The median would decrease. All right, and that's how you would deal with the question like this one. So therefore in this case, the median would therefore decrease. So let's move right along to question 2.2. Guys, if you're not understanding, please let me know, because this is just simple statistics, simple data. You were just reading from the graph. All right, so let's move on to 2.2. 2.2 said if the estimated mean of the data below is 16.4, then what is the value of t? So in this case, they want us to find the value of t. So they gave us the mean. We know what is the mean. The mean is the sum of the x values divided by the number. So in this case, they gave us, which is 16.4. And then we need to calculate everything that is at the top here. But you would know that frequency table and the classes, we need to multiply by them. Okay. And then our total here would be 13 plus t. Okay, remember this is the mean formula, guys, plus 12 plus 4. Okay, so therefore in this case, let me write properly so that you guys can see. So now in this case, now let's have a look. It's going to be 13. So here, what do you look for here? You look for you are going to look for, oh yeah, there's something that you need to look for here in these classes. Okay, when you look for the mean, you must look for the middlemost here, which is going to be 10, is going to be 10 plus 0 divided by 2, which is equals to 5 for this class, and then 10 plus 20, which is going to be 30 divided by 2, which is going to be equals to 15, and then there in this case 20 plus 30 is going to be equals to 50 divided by 2, which is going to be equals to 25, and similarly thereof. And then this one would give us how much? Will give us 35 after saying 70 divided by 2. So therefore in this case you are going to say 13 times 5. That's the first number. 13 times 5 is when you are looking for the mean here, guys. Therefore plus, what are you going to say again? It's going to be 15 times t, and then plus is going to be 12 times 25, plus is going to be 4 times 30. All right, no, not 30 but 35 rather. Okay, I wrote 30 there. This is wrong. 70 divided by 2 equals to 35. Thank you very much for the correction there. So what do we do in this case? We have to look for t. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to simplify this as it is. It's gonna be 16 is gonna be 16.4 is equals to, is going to be equals to, when I add these ones that are here on top, I'm going to be having the numbers will give us 505 plus 15t. I hope this is all right. 15t. Please double check my mathematics, guys. If I'm not doing it right, let me know what you think. And then when you add at the bottom, you're going to have a 25 plus 4, which is going to be equals to 29 plus t. Okay, great. Now let's go ahead and do the cross multiplication. In this case, we do cross multiplication. Is going to be 16.4 29 plus t is equals to 5 plus that. All right, so now it's going to be equal to, when you remove the bracket here, we are going to have 475.9 plus 16.4 t. This is just algebra, guys. 500 plus 15 t. So now you're gonna take the 500 to the other side and do all the mathematics. Therefore, guys, you should be able to get here. That part I'm not going to show here, guys, because you guys are in grade 12. I'm expecting you to know what to do in this case by now. So now if you're still struggling, please let me know what you think. I can also assist you on one-on-one class. Therefore, what I'm getting now is that t is equals to 21. Guys, excuse the way I write t, but that's how I've been writing it all along. I am Gaston Mapala. Please make sure I see you on the next upload on the rest of this question paper so that we fully understand what we are doing. Let me see you on question 3. I think we'll be doing analytical geometry in that one.